Hey everyone, welcome to entry 29 of the new entry series. And, I'll tell you what a week it's been and what a weekend it's been so far. What I mean is, it all started basically last weekend. The thing is, last weekend my 2-year-old nephew was here. Because last weekend, of course, everybody else was 4th of July weekend. So my 2-year-old nephew was here, 2.5-year-old nephew was here because my second oldest sister, her dog got out of the backyard. And what happened was they went to go look for her. Thankfully, she was at the shelter, and I mentioned this in my other entry video, but thankfully she was at the shelter. So a police officer found her, and they picked her up on Monday. And then, after picking her up on Monday, taking her home and getting her readjusted, I guess, and things, they came down all the way to pick up their 2.5-year-old son in exchange, I guess you could say, of letting their 15-year-old son stay a couple of days. Well, my 15-year-old nephew did stay a couple of days, but, well, actually it was more than a couple of days. We thought originally he was going to go back on Wednesday, but he ended up staying until Saturday. So basically it was Monday evening to Saturday morning. So he stayed that long, and we played some games and stuff like that, and he gave me some of his birthday money to go buy him a copy of the SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 game because he's been wanting to play it. And what's funny is every time me and my mom would be out taking care of stuff and he was here, he'd be playing the game and mastering it and stuff like that, to the point that just like my created character on the game, his created character no longer has to upgrade to any points. After the match is over and he's won, that's it. Just exit. So, he did that, and he got himself, and like I said, he had me get him a copy, and, he's been at home playing. The only thing right now is he's kind of got like a little soreness in his throat. I guess it's some kind of, maybe his tonsils already come out or something, we don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. But hopefully it's nothing too bad. Honestly, just my opinion, I think it's because he's getting older and his voice is cracking even more. Getting deeper. But overall, he was here for the whole week. Just about. And then yesterday, my older sister, she had told us this about a month or so in advance, had gotten us free tickets, if you will. Well, not technically free, but she got us a discount because her company was having a picnic at the California Great America in Santa Clara. And she got us in for free. Technically, well, like I said, not technically free, but we had to pay her $15 each for the tickets that she had gotten us. So we went on the rides, and before that we went there, and for me it was my first time ever being at Great America. I mean, I've been at Worlds of Fun and Oceans of Fun in Kansas City in the Midwest, which is, I guess you could say, Kansas, the Midwest version of Great America. But this was my first time here at the Great America. You see, I knew about Great America long before I knew about Worlds of Fun. And this, to me, Great America was the theme park, if you will, besides Disneyland, or one of the top theme parks in the world, if not the country, besides Disneyland, if not in the state. So it was my first time being there. And like I said, it was all part of this company picnic. We had lunch there, got ourselves an armband for $5, which would allow us to get soda at any time we wanted. So we were able to, we did that, and then we went on some of the rides, and oh my goodness, I could still feel the effects of those rides, even last night when I got home. But those rides were intense. The first ride me and my sisters and my niece went on was the flight deck ride. And if you've never been on a ride like this, let me explain what it is. Basically, you think, okay, here's the thing, it's like a roller coaster. But basically, what it is that instead of sitting down in a seat, well, you are sitting down in the seat, but instead of having your feet like planted on ground, your feet are hanging out. You know what I'm saying? They're hanging out. So, you know, and it just, and when they have you take off, it's like, whoosh, you know, it's really, really fun. I mean, you climb up, and then all of a sudden, just, you know, all over, just twisting and twisting and turning, twisting, turning, twisting, turning. It's absolutely fun. It was great, and it was really, really fun. The only problem is that I had my camera with me. Well, I had my camera bag, but I had my camera, my digital camera I'm using right now with me. And what happened is that my digital camera's LCD screen got cracked. Now, I thought at first, oh great, there goes my pictures for Great America. That wasn't the case. I looked online, courtesy of one of my brother-in-law's iPhone. I looked online and found out that even though the LCD screen's cracked, the camera will still work and take pictures. It's just kind of like, you got to do it the old-fashioned way, if you know what I mean. You got to look through the viewfinder, if you know what I mean. But anyway, it was fun, with the exception of the LCD screen on my camera breaking. But it was fun. It was real great. It was real good. And after that, I went with my older sister again, her family, my older sister, her husband, and my six-year-old nephew and my 15-year-old nephew, and we went on the rapids, the Raging Rapids ride. You know, those kind of rides where you sit in a little tube or something like that, and you have the steering wheel in the back, in the middle, sort of like a steering wheel, but you put your stuff in there if you have anything. And it was we went right through the rapids. It was real fun. The only problem was that we got splashed on a lot by the water, and my nephew was like, you know, all this is BS, because him and my 6-year-old nephew were the ones going into the rapids first, you know, in some of the big rapids. And, you know, people got to squirt water on us too, because it has these little buttons on the side of the fences that people would watch when they would watch people going through the rapids. So that was pretty cool. What else? Oh yeah, we also went on the Psycho Mouse. We're on the Psycho Mouse, which is, if you've never been on that kind of a ride, it basically goes up and then suddenly just does a quick turn, and you're like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, going. It's really fun. It's a real fun ride. You got to check it out someday. The only problem about that is we had some jerks, if you will, cut in front of us twice, and we complained about it to the attendants and everything there. But apparently the attendants, I guess, knew who they were, and I guess it goes with the job of, hey, you know, I work here, I can get you in for free. So that was the only problem there. But besides that, we had some fun. And then one of the final rides I went on was the Grizzly, which was a legendary ride at Great America, and it's real fun. And it's real fun. And I went on it with my older sister, her husband, and my niece, and it was just tremendous fun and everything. So it was it's just unbelievable. The only rides my mom went on were the Snoopy Pirate Ride, which used to be a SpongeBob Pirate Ride, and as well as the merry-go-round, the small carousel in one of the areas, in the children's area, as well as the double-decker carousel. So, you know, towards the entrance of the park. Some other rides I didn't go on. I didn't go on the Demon, but my sister and her daughter did, so didn't go on the Demon. Didn't go on the Vertigo or in Vertigo or anything like that. Did go on the Skywalk. I mean, my niece wanted to go on the Skywalk, and my older sister's like, oh, hell's no to the no. You ain't doing that. But anyway, it was a fun time. It was great. The only other changes there was the fact that it used to